forgot about the live stream and bullshit. Alright, what is up, guys? Welcome back to Kushkos TV, 21 over channel, all that good stuff. Just a real quick video for you guys. I woke up and I saw that Fortnite and Paladins has an update, and they just got updated, so we'll be doing a live stream of Fortnite and Paladins right after this. But I woke up and checked out my subscriptions and saw a new video from DJ Academics with xxxtentacion, and this is what it was.
Beyond 1,000 messages every time, a million to 1,000 messages every day of these kids saying, "You are the only reason I hang on." Beyond music, does your art, you're an artist, does your art, will it go elsewhere? Will it go to, like for example with Tupac, his art was more than music. We saw him, he was a writer, he was a poet. I've been there. You know, bro, I'm better than Tupac, bro. Please don't compare me to him. Please don't compare me to him. Please don't. Tupac can't make rock music. Tupac can't do that. Tupac couldn't do that.
So what you're saying, xxxtentacion, is that you are better than Tupac because Tupac couldn't make rock music. Well, real quickly, let's just start off by one, Tupac wasn't alive long enough to even venture out into rock music. Okay, and number two, if you want to get technical, if you want to talk about Tupac wasn't better than you because he didn't make any rock music while he was alive for the fucking 7 years or 6 years that he was in music, because he was a backup dancer for Digital Underground up to 89 until he actually got his little feature with fucking Digital Underground, you know, the fucking song. I forgot. I don't even want to pull it up. But yeah, regardless, Tupac didn't have that long of a career. If he would have fucking been alive, you know, if he didn't get killed, who knows? He probably would have made some rock music. But straight up, number one, you're trying to sit there and say that you're better than Tupac because Tupac didn't make rock music. Okay, let's look at hip-hop artists that have done such a thing. Let's look at the very first hip-hop group to ever work with a rock and roll artist. And if I'm not mistaken, the first hip-hop group to ever make it into Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Run-D.M.C, who was the first hip-hop group ever to actually work with a rock and roll artist and make a rock song, Walk This Way. Run-D.M.C, Aerosmith. Alright, and if you want to continue on, you want some more examples, how about Ice fucking T? Ice-T is way better than fucking xxxtentacion. Run-D.M.C is would have been way better than xxxtentacion, alright? But Ice-T made rock music, still making rock music. Go check out Body Count's new music. Ice-T's rock band, Body Count. And Ice-T is 10 times the fucking artist xxxtentacion will ever be. But xxxtentacion wants to sit there and say that he's better than Tupac because Tupac didn't make rock music. How about this, xxxtentacion? Instead of running your fucking mouth when you only have a little bit of fucking category, like literally, you've been making music for what? 1.5 years. You just got in the fucking spotlight. Why are you sitting there talking shit when you don't have a resume? You just got in the game and you're saying you're better than him? You're better than Tupac? Which his music happens to live on till this day, 20 plus years after his fucking death, and still is relevant after 20 plus years after his fucking death. Still help people. His music helps as many people as your music does to this day, and the man's been dead for 20 plus fucking years. Tupac has helped me out through my entire fucking life. Tupac has saved my fucking life. Tupac has helped me out with his fucking knowledge and his wisdom and his music. That has kept me through my entire fucking life. I play so many tears every single morning for fucking 18 years now. Since I was fucking 10 years old, I've been playing so many tears every single fucking morning to start off my day. And you know what just pisses me off is when these stupid motherfuckers come in the game. I don't give a fuck if you're young and old. If you just get in the game, don't be disrespecting the fucking kings. Don't be disrespecting the motherfuckers that laid the ground down for you. And don't be sitting there saying you're better than someone when you just got in the game, motherfucker. Alright? Straight up. Real shit. Alright? That would be like Russell Wilson when he first got in the game. First year of the Seattle Seahawks, he does really good, right? After his first year, he's like, you know what? Fuck Tom Brady. I'm better than Tom Brady. But yet the motherfucker only has been in the league for a year. And Tom Brady's been in the league for 15 years and has done everything that quarterback wish he could do. That is the same similar situation right there. Just imagine Russell Wilson, or I should say, imagine xxxtentacion as Russell Wilson. Imagine as he just goes in the NFL. He does great his first year. He does a great job, goes to the playoffs and whatnot, almost gets Super Bowl. He does great first year, right? And then right after that, he sits there and says, oh, I'm better than Tom Brady. But Tom Brady been in the league for 15 years, got 4 fucking Super Bowls, and has fucking 15, 13 playoff appearances. But yeah, I'm better than him. You know why? You know why? Because I didn't deflate my balls. That'd be the same scenario. So yeah, xxxtentacion, I know that you are a crazy motherfucker. You are a motherfucker that needs to get on his meds. There's a reason why Ski Mask the fucking slump god isn't hanging out with your ass anymore. Even he said that you were fucking crazy, that you're sitting there trying to do fucking rituals and fucking torture cults and shit like that, and seances and shit. Like straight up, like Ski Mask, man. You know, he has some crazy ass music videos. He might look like a crazy person. He's just fucking normal. He's a sane person. xxxtentacion is straight up Charles Manson fucking crazy. Alright? Especially if you're going to sit there and say that you are better than Tupac just because Tupac didn't make rock music in the 6 years that he was alive. Motherfucker, get the fuck out of here. Why don't you make music and stay relevant for the next 2 years, then say something? Go talk some shit in 2020. If you're still relevant, if you're still making fucking music that actually helps people, if you're still making good music, let's see if you're around then. If not, shut the fuck up. Alright? Instead of talking all that shit, saying you're better than everybody, show it. Actions speak louder than words. Let's see the fucking resume. Let's see the fucking work. Put in the fucking work. Shut your fucking mouth. Alright? And do the shit. If you want to be better than Tupac, then put in the fucking work. Alright? Instead of going out here, being a crazy fucking lunatic, beating on fucking women, doing stupid fucking ignorant shit like a fucking ignorant kid, grow the fuck up. Alright? Because guess what? You're in the spotlight now. You're a role model to some of those kids. A lot of those fucking kids. All those kids that follow you, you're a role model to them. And you're acting like this, saying this stupid fucking shit. And this is what they're looking up to? And this is our fucking future? Get the fuck out of here. Get some fucking respect. Get some common sense and some knowledge in your fucking head. Alright? And stop disrespecting people, alright? And definitely don't be sitting there saying you're the fucking best when you haven't put any fucking work in. Alright? In my eyes, you ain't nowhere near it. You ain't even in the top 5,000 rappers to me. Straight up. I can find 4,999 motherfucking rappers that are better than you if you want to get technical with it. Straight up. You know how many rappers are out here in this world, especially nowadays? At this point, there's probably been over 1 million rappers. Especially with the fucking exploding of fucking SoundCloud and YouTube and all the other shit. Okay, I guarantee you there's easily 1 million fucking rappers out here. You ain't even in the top 5,000 because you ain't putting in work, motherfucker. You ain't put in shit. I've heard about your fucking stupid shit that you do outside of music. Your stupid little incidents and whatnot, you going to jail and shit. I hear more about that shit than I do about your fucking music. And you do one song that's actually impactful, right? The other half of the fucking Can't See Me or whatever video. The video where he sits there and slaps his teacher with the fucking dildo and shit like that. The other half. You make one good fucking song to stand up, and then you want to sit there and talk shit like, listen.
1,000 messages every 1 million to 1,000 messages every day of these kids saying you are the only reason I hang on.
Alright, and I thank you for that. Alright, because music always helps, and I always say this. All music is good music as long as it helps someone. As long as someone, you know, understands it, feels it, listens to it, likes it. You know what I'm saying? If it helps them, it's good music. All music is good music as long as it helps someone, no matter what. I will always say that. But don't be sitting there saying you're better than someone. And if you want to talk lyrically and rapping and shit like that, you want to talk about the art of rap, alright? No, you're not better.
His art was more than music. We saw him, he was a rapper.
And that's the thing too, Tupac was more than just a fucking rapper or fucking the poetry and shit, like just fucking getting the message out there. Like literally, like I've always said this, like fucking Tupac was a Martin Luther King of hip hop. That man grew up with his parents being Black Panthers. And not just any Black Panthers, they were section leaders. His mother was a fucking section leader. His father was a section leader. They were Black Panthers. He grew up in this shit. He grew up being in that type of revolutionary fucking, you know, speak your mind, fucking, you know, get the message out there, get the truth out there. Like that's what he was raised on, and he did that through his fucking music. He was one of the first artists I see that fucking could reach Japan and fucking Korea and Afghanistan and Iraq with his fucking music, with a positive message.
I've been there. You know, bro, I'm better than Tupac, bro. Please don't compare me to him. Please don't compare me to him.
How are you better?
Please don't.
How are you better than Tupac?
I mean, rock music.
He can't make rock music. He wasn't alive long enough to make rock music. And I guarantee you, if he wouldn't have got killed in 96, you would have seen him with fucking, you know, imagine if he didn't get killed in 96 and fucking Kurt Cobain was still alive. You're telling me that if Kurt Cobain and Tupac were still alive right now, that they wouldn't be making fucking music? Or that they wouldn't have made music back in 99 and 2001? Especially after Ice-T started up Body Count and Cypress Hill was going over the rock as well? With Korn and shit? You know how many artists fucking work with rock? Like, if you want to get technical, Limp Bizkit better than you. If you want to get technical, Limp Bizkit. Limp fucking Bizkit. Everybody shits on his first album and shits on his music. It was actually fucking decent. And you compare it to xxxtentacion's music, and if you want to compare it lyrically and beat-wise and jamming-wise, it's better. Limp Bizkit is better. Mr. Fred fucking Durst, Hot Dog and Soaking in Fucking Water, or whatever the fucking album is. I got the album around here somewhere with my Ludacris Word of Mouth album. The first 2 albums I ever fucking purchased in my life.
Tupac can't do that. Tupac can do that.
Yes, Tupac could do that. Tupac could easily work with a Nirvana, could easily work with Korn, could easily work with Metallica. Okay? Don't even say that. Because he could. Because Tupac could do anything. Because he was that great of a fucking artist. Like, seriously. Besides Ice-T, who was one of the first hip-hop artists to actually be starring roles in movies. Besides Ice-T. In New Jack City. What's the next hip-hop artist that was actually in multiple movies as a starring role? Tupac. Who was a phenomenal fucking actor. Who's probably just as good, if not even better than Will Smith at acting. Like, was a phenomenal fucking actor. Like, you telling me he couldn't make some rock music? I guarantee you he could.
Tupac didn't do that. Tupac was a dancer and a poet and a rapper, but he was a revolutionary too.
Yes, he was.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Because you're a disrespectful piece of shit.
What about Joyner Lucas? He a fucking revolutionary?
Yeah, but guess who started the fucking way, dipshit? Well, if you want to get technical, Public Enemy actually started the way. Public Enemy was that group. They're the ones who really started the revolutionary shit. They're the ones who were calling out the fucking corrupt cops and the fucking piece of shit, racist piece of shits out there. That was number 1, Public Enemy. Which I also have that album too, that Green album.
He's telling the truth. Go listen to him.
And they could make rock music easily too. If I'm not mistaken, they did make rock music. Public Enemy, go check it out.
That's revolutionary.
I'm pretty sure they have a rock remix.
Alright, what would they write about, nigga? It's that racist shit. That's what everybody be so fucked up about. That's what people want to a revolution to form against.
Hold on, I still can't let that. You see me? I think Tupac's the greatest hip hop artist of all time.
He is.
Stupid. Biggie was fire. Hip hop artist.
Biggie was fire. Just a quick FYI, if you want to talk lyrically and musically, Biggie was 14 top rappers. Tupac's number 1. Eminem is number 2. Nas, Jay-Z, you could put there at number 3. Me personally, I put Nas at number 3. I go Tupac, I go Eminem, and I go Nas. Top 3 rappers of all fucking time. Biggie, no offense, but he wasn't up there. Give him top 14, give him top 25. Because he was a great artist. He was a great lyrical artist too. But better than Tupac, he was not. Because when they sat there and battled against each other, Tupac won every time. Because Tupac was just lyrically better.
Yeah.
Hip-hop artists. I'm not saying rapper.
If you ask me,
You want to talk about rapper? Yes, Tupac would lyrically destroy him. A lot of people want to sit there and downplay Tupac's lyrics. Well, guess what? You haven't heard of every single fucking Tupac song. I've heard at least every single Tupac song that has been released. Every single Tupac song that has been released to the public, I have heard. And I know he is fucking lyrically better than everybody. And anyone who says he isn't hasn't heard his entire catalog, which is almost impossible because he literally has thousands of songs. But I've been listening to his music my entire fucking life, so I do know.
if you ask me though, Biggie was a better poet. Man, I want to start a war. Tupac versus.
No, Biggie was not a better poet ever. No, he was not. Tupac was a better poet. Motherfucker went to school, to college for it. At the New York Fine Arts, or whatever the fuck it was called.
Biggie, nigga. Tupac versus Biggie again. Let's get that running, nigga. Cause I think Biggie's better. As
No.
far as a rapper,
No.
the only thing was what Tupac, he could articulate himself very well, but Biggie was a better poet, bro.
No, he wasn't.
When I die, fuck it, I want to go to hell. Cause I'm a piece of shit, it ain't hard to fucking tell.
And just so you know, Tupac also ghost wrote for Biggie on a couple verses. And also, just so you know, Biggie took a lot of fucking Tupac's lyrics that he said in past songs and used them in his newer songs at the time. Just a little FYI for someone like xxxtentacion, who was not only alive at the time, but doesn't even bother to actually get the knowledge of what the fuck he was talking about. That's another thing too. People need to actually get the knowledge before they start talking about shit. If you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, shut the fuck up, please, and stop giving out misinformation.
Make no sense going to heaven with the goody goodies dressed in white. I like black Tims and black hoodies. God'll probably have me on some real strict shit. No sleeping all day, no getting my dick lit. Chilling with the goody goodies, lounging in paradise. Fuck that shit, I wanna tote guns and shoot dice. All my life I've been considered as the worst. Lying to my mother, even stealing out a purse. When crime after crime, from
Blah,
death
blah,
after
blah. Yes, we hit all the song.
Then you really see whose dick is bigger, because that's what it end up being about. Whose dick is bigger? That's what they niggas want to see. You know what I'm saying? They want to. It's funny. They want to test your gangster. You know where I got that from? They want to test your gangster. That's what they wanted to see. So if you want to test your gangster, that fucking gun ain't gonna do nothing, nigga. That gun is not gonna do nothing. Beat that nigga. Beat him up if you want to test his gangster. Because then at least you get to live and see the other side of the shit.
Well, at least you put one positive thing out there.
Shooting each other. I blame Tupac. I blame Tupac and Biggie for why these kids want to go around.
You want to blame Tupac and Biggie for something that was happening in the 80s. Because you where Biggie and Tupac didn't come out. Well, actually, let's get it straight. Tupac didn't come out to about 89, 90. And then Biggie came afterwards because Tupac helped him get to where he was. If you want to get technical, and if you want to get straight up, Bloods and Crips were around before Tupac ever made a fucking song. If I'm not mistaken, Ronald Reagan was shipping crack down into the hoods in the 80s, way before Tupac and Biggie ever made a song, which caused fucking turf wars, which caused some of the most massive killings we've ever seen in fucking just drug fucking related killings. Like the massacres that were going down in the late 70s to early 80s in Miami, where literally people at the grocery store were getting gunned down by drug cartels. But yeah, apparently you blame all of this on Tupac and Biggie, but yet this shit was happening before Tupac and Biggie. So like I said, get your facts straight before you start running your fucking mouth about something that you don't know about. I am speaking on this because I actually know about this, because I try to get as much knowledge about everything that I'm interested in over the years. And of course shit that concerns me and I might have to deal with. But yeah.
Toting fucking guns and shooting each other and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I blame them.
Also, if anybody wants to know, I actually have a CD that is from 1996, before Tupac died, called Stop the Gunfight. And before Tupac was actually killed, Biggie Tupac and someone else, there was a third name on this album. It's a black album, or a black CD with a chrome ring around it at the outer side, and it says Stop the Gunfight up top in white letters with a little, marksman thing right there in white, and then it says Tupac and Biggie. And just a little FYI, before they even died, they were actually going to get together and end the beef, but randomly out the blue Tupac died before that album could actually get released. But that album was released later after his death. So yeah, and that album is still out there. I have the album, like I just said, called Stop the Gunfight, where it was Tupac and Biggie ending the beef and becoming friends together again, and stopping the gunfight and putting their guns down. Air quotes. But yeah, what the fuck do I know? I only, speak on shit that I know about.
I blame them. Because the minute that shit got idolized, that's when they started doing that shit. That's why I changed.
It got idolized. They got idolized, really? Really? Are you aware that they didn't start? I wonder what, I have to look up what year Hit 'Em Up came out. Because I'm pretty sure that NWA and Spice One, especially Spice One, was out before that shit. I'm pretty sure Tupac didn't invent gangster rap. And I'm pretty sure people weren't killing each other. I'm pretty sure they were doing that before Tupac and Biggie ever made music. I'm pretty sure they didn't create gangs.
Now, people, listen, man.
But yeah, that's what xxxtentacion has to say. And I say this to xxxtentacion: put your fucking work in. Shut up. Stop running your fucking mouth about shit that you don't know about. And that's what a lot of people do nowadays. They just start running their mouth with this fucking random information that they make up in their fucking head. Actually go educate yourself. Especially educate yourself about past rappers and whatnot, especially when you're going to be sitting there, you got motherfuckers out here saying, oh, I started broccoli. No, have you heard E40 in 94, 96? Oh, you haven't? Well, maybe you should go listen to that. Which is crazy to me, because when I, fucking what was it, 13 years ago, 14 years ago, when I was hanging around in high school and shit, being this dumb little kid and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? When I was listening to hip-hop and shit, when someone came up to me, man, fucking, they didn't know about their past hip-hop, we clown on their ass. Like, I remember back in the day, you had to know your shit about hip-hop. If you didn't know your shit about hip-hop, you're considered a culture vulture. You're considered another fucking Iggy Azalea or something. Hey, motherfucker, get the fuck out of here. You're just a pop fucking music listener. Get out of here. But no, like, back in the day, you had to know your shit. And if you didn't know your shit, you got clowned on. And everybody did it anyways. It's like, if you're gonna start listening to something, like, I'm gonna start listening to hip-hop, you go check out the past shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you watch hockey or watch football or watch basketball, you learn about the past shit, right? You're not just gonna know about fucking Seth Curry. You're gonna learn about Kobe Bryant. You're gonna learn about Michael Jordan. You're gonna learn about Bill Russell and shit. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Bird, Larry Bird and shit. You're gonna learn about the past and shit if you love something. So I think, xxxtentacion, if you love hip-hop, why don't you study it? Why don't you look at some of the past shit? And then stop running your fucking mouth and put in the fucking work, because you haven't put in shit for work. I've heard more about your fucking antics than I have about your music. There's 3 days that they talked about your fucking music video, and then that was it. It was back to you beating on women, you talking about this, you talking about that, you doing this crazy shit. You sitting there trying to fucking seance, fucking ski mask and shit. Like, just focus on your fucking self, because to be honest with you, it seems like you're fucked up in the head. And I don't know if you're taking fucking drugs or something, but if you're not taking fucking drugs, you need to take some fucking medicine. Because there's something seriously fucking wrong with you. Like, legit, like not trying to be an asshole, but it's very concerning. The shit that you do is very concerning. There's red flags popping up everywhere. Even Joe Budden has said this in the past. Red flags pop up everywhere around this kid. Because there's something seriously up with him. And I don't know if it's him, if it's his fucking team around him, his company, whatever it may be, but something's gotta change. And you gotta quit doing this stupid shit. This is just stupid shit. This is just fucking ignorant. Alright. Don't be disrespecting fucking Tupac. You don't disrespect the dead, do you? I don't hear you talking shit about Lil Peep right now, do you? Because that would be disrespectful. You know better. But yeah, you want to sit there and spit on a man who's been dead, because he's been dead for 20 years, right? If he's dead for 20 years, it doesn't matter. But if he's recently dead, we're not going to disrespect him. But if he's been dead for 10, 20 years, disrespect the shit out of him, right? Just spit on that fucking man's grave. Even though without that man, you wouldn't be here today. You wouldn't be fucking rapping. You wouldn't be able to put out that conscious shit. So don't disrespect the motherfuckers that paved the way for you to get there. Alright? Those motherfuckers had it 10 times harder than you did. Just to fucking sit there and make sure that you didn't have it 10 times harder. They dealt with the bullshit so you wouldn't have to. And what do? Spit on their fucking grave. And spit on their fucking name. Check your goddamn self. Look in the fucking mirror and check your fucking self. Check your fucking surroundings. Check your fucking company. Check your fucking mind. Alright, we can tell you're not in the right state of mind. You're fucked up. And what you need to go do is shut the fuck up and go fix yourself. Go focus on yourself and fix yourself and your team and your camp and your fam. Very simple. Focus on your fucking self, put in the fucking work, and then in 3 years, come talk some shit when you actually have a catalog. Until then, shut the fuck up. Because the top 3 rappers go Tupac, Eminem, Nas. Tupac, number 1. Eminem, number 2. Nas, number 3. Those are your top 3 rappers of all time. Your top 3 hip-hop artists, MCs, whatever the fuck you want to call it. The top 3 greatest artists in the hip-hop genre. Tupac, Eminem, Nas. And that's it. That's all I got to say. Now, I'm going to shut this shit off. I'm going to start up a Fortnite live stream. They got new cities. Then after that, I'll start up a Paladins live stream because right now the fucking servers are on maintenance. And yeah, just want to do a little talk sesh about what I saw today because this was just uploaded 51 minutes ago. Alright, and of course xxxtentacion is, up there in the top 10 most popular hip-hop artists out right now with your Trippie Reds and your 6ix9ines and your Little Pumps and etc. for your top artists that are popping right now in the mainstream era. And yeah, and of course Tupac is my favorite artist. I've been listening to him my entire life. I cried my fucking eyes and bawled my fucking eyes out when I was 6 years old when he died. Because I thought I lost a fucking brother. Like I lost a family member. Because I heard that man's music and I heard that man's voice more than I heard my mother. And I've said that multiple times. You know who raised me? My grandmother, my father, Tupac, hip-hop. That's what raised me. Tupac with hip-hop, but Tupac, my dad and my grandmother. I heard that man's voice more than I heard my own mother's voice. That man helped me out more than my own mother did for fucking a good 18 years, my first 18 years of my life. He was technically around more than my mother, because I could play a song and listen to his voice anytime and he would help me out. So yeah, xxxtentacion, check yourself. And let's get to Fortnite.